Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang formally joins All Progressives Congress. Federal High Court Abuja Division adjourns to 7th of January ruling on bail application filed by former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. Lagos State Governor promises tough measures to prevent fire or building collapse. Hello and welcome to the news at 11 on NTA News 24. I am Tessie Omeri. We begin with politics. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang has formally picked the APC membership card following his resignation from the People's Democratic Party. He was formally received by the State Executive Council of the All Progressives Congress at the APC Secretariat in Jos. Ndeyang and Deyabagyang has details.
With the conclusion of all formalities, Governor Mutfwang said before the formal defection, he has made wide consultations and his dream is that of one united Plateau. He therefore calls for unity among all the people, stressing that he will continue to support President Tinubu, whom he says is determined to put the country on the path of development.
Just like you have accorded me all the privileges of a member of the APC, I want you to know that I will provide the leadership that gives everybody the space to express himself. And my desire is to make sure that where conversations are being held about national development, that Plateau is well represented.
Chairman of the All Progressives Congress Plateau State, Rufus Bature, who welcomed the governor and his team, assures that APC is a party that accommodates all without discrimination.
Having fulfilled all the requirements of the party constitution, and we accord to you all the privileges as enshrined in the APC constitution.
Secretary to the government of Plateau State, Samuel Jato, says it is time to put aside differences and think and act Plateau. The governor thereafter went into a closed-door meeting with APC state leaders in Jos, Ndenyan and Deyabagyang, NTA News.
The Federal High Court Abuja Division has adjourned to the 7th of January 2026, ruling on the bail application filed by former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, SAN, and two others. Malami is standing trial alongside the other two on alleged money laundering and illicit possession of assets valued at more than 8 billion naira. After hearing both parties, the court adjourned the case to Wednesday next week to rule on the bail application. Meanwhile, along with One Ayap Agro Products, Justice Emeka has granted bail to the Bauchi State Finance Commissioner Yakubu Adamu. The defendant, along with One Ayap Agro Products Company, face charges of alleged conspiracy and laundering of 4.65 billion naira. He pleaded not guilty to the charge. The court granted him 500 million naira bail and two sureties, who must provide landed property in Gwarimpa, Maitama or Asokoro in Abuja.
The conditions of bail are such which I feel strongly that we can perfect before the next adjournment.
The defendant was remanded in the Kuje Correctional Custody till his bail is perfected. The matter was adjourned to 23rd January 2026 for continuation of trial. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says he will take tough but necessary decisions to prevent the rising cases of fire and building collapse in the state. The governor stated this while inspecting the Great Nigeria House 22-story building that was gutted by fire and collapsed 10 days ago. He said the integrity of the portion of the building which is still standing cannot be guaranteed, resulting in the delay in the commencement of excavation to clear the debris. He instructed the Lagos Building Control Agency to, as a matter of urgency, clamp down on substandard buildings responsible for the continuous building collapse and fire disasters. While commiserating with the families of the victims, the governor solicited the cooperation of federal agencies and other multinational companies for technical expertise in bringing down the building for immediate commencement of excavation.
So what we're going to do, is apart from the very extensive committee work that we've done, because we've met with professionals, we've taken advice from companies, from professionals that can help us, advise us on what is the best mode of bringing down these buildings and the structures. There are lots of also unfit structures all around. If you go to the back, which you cannot get to, there's a whole lot there.
All agencies that are responsible for disaster response have already been mobilized. And we are working together with the state government through LASEMA to ensure that we find immediate solution to this crisis.
An eyewitness and occupant of the collapsed building gave their accounts on the situation.
Back, there was some building there, two plaza that there was the building collapsed on top of it. There were some people that serving their market from there, fire catch for that place again. Then this front one collapsed on the front, affected this one, they affect the mosque. So that is it, people still there.
We have many lives lost. We are not talking even about properties, we are talking about life. Because of almost uncountable, I can't count.
So people are still under
yes, even some of our friends and our brothers, even they are already evacuated some people there, but many are still there.
So far, 8 bodies have been recovered. The Kebbi State government has approved the reopening of schools across the state, effective Monday, 5th January 2026. The directive contained in a letter signed by Isa Ibrahim, Head of Public Relations and Protocol, State Universal Basic Education Board, appeals to all public and private institutions following a temporary closure to ensure safety and administrative preparedness. All school administrators, teachers, parents, students and education secretaries are to take note and ensure full compliance. School heads are expected to make adequate preparations for a smooth and safe resumption of academic activities, while parents and guardians are advised to ensure that their children and wards return to school promptly, as the academic session will commence without delay. The Ogun State Police Command has arraigned the driver of the Lexus SUV involved in the Anthony Joshua accident case, Adeni Kayode, before a magistrate court sitting in Shagamu area of Ogun State. A statement by the Police Public Relations Officer, Ogun State Command, DSP Olusheye Babasheyi, explained that the 45-year-old defendant was arraigned on a 4-count charge before the Chief Magistrate, Olajumoke Semofun, of the Shagamu Magisterial Division. The charges include that of the defendant drove the said SUV vehicle in a manner dangerous to members of the public, resulting in a fatal accident causing the untimely death of 2 persons, which is punishable under Section 5(1) of the Federal Highway Act. The defendant was also dogged for reckless driving, negligence, and driving at a speed without care, attention and reasonable consideration for other road users, which caused injuries to the British high-weight boxer Anthony Joshua, and that the suspect drove without a national driver's license, thereby committing an offence contrary to and punishable under Section 10(1) of the Federal Highway Act. The Chief Magistrate, however, granted the defendant 5 million naira bail with 2 sureties and remanded the defendant pending when he meets his bail conditions. The case has been adjourned to 20th January 2026 for trial. And the Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, alongside the agency's management, has expressed profound appreciation to key stakeholders for their unwavering support throughout the past year. Those acknowledged include the coordinating Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, counterparts within the Ministry of Health, the NAFDAC Council staff, colleagues across ministries, departments and agencies, as well as stakeholders, clients and international partners. The agency says the collective efforts and collaboration of these groups have contributed significantly to strengthening Nigeria's public health system. NAFDAC noted that sustained partnerships have enhanced its capacity to regulate products effectively, ensuring the safety, quality and efficacy of food, drugs, cosmetics, medical devices and other regulated products across the country. Looking ahead, the agency expressed optimism for 2026, describing it as a period filled with fresh opportunities to further strengthen Nigeria's regulatory framework. NAFDAC reaffirmed its commitment to protecting the health of the population and concluded by wishing Nigerians a prosperous and healthy New Year. And as part of New Year celebration, the 23 Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Yola, has organized a party for children in the barrack. Rayanu Bala has more.
These are children in the barracks in the mood of the New Year celebration, while some of their parents are on the front line to keep Nigeria as one indivisible nation. The 23 Brigade of the Nigerian Army, Yola, ensure their children have some sense of belonging, especially during the Christmas and New Year celebrations.
It still reminds me that children are still valued and are leaders of tomorrow in Nigeria and Adamawa State.
I feel very happy and excited.
You can see the atmosphere here. It has raised their morale and giving them that sense of belonging, which is what we intend to achieve. And again, our troops in the front line, they are highly motivated by this gesture for their commander to take our time today to celebrate with their families while they are fighting in the front lines.
The acting commander, Sector 4 of the Operation Hadinkai, Brigadier General Amechi Agu, says the new year comes with new hope on the counterinsurgency operations in the northeast.
To sustain the operational tempo within my area of responsibility in order to defeat the terrorists and other criminal elements, so as to achieve total normalcy within the country.
In Yola, Rayanu Bala, NTA News.
The birth of a child on New Year's Day is often seen as a symbol of hope and fresh beginnings. For a family in the Karamajigi community under the Abuja Municipal Area Council, that symbolism was further heightened as their newborn was named after Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu. For persons with disabilities in the community, the moment represents more than the arrival of a baby. It reflects the fulfillment of a long-held dream and a renewed sense of inclusion, hope, and possibility for the future, as Hawa Gimba captured the moment.
Born at the dawn of the new year, the baby's arrival brought joy not only to the parents, but to the entire community, especially members of the disability community, who sees this as a powerful message that no one is left behind. In recognition of the historic birth, the FCT Monday Secretary, Dr. Adedayo Benjamin Lani, who was represented at the event by the Director of Child Development, Idris Atta, who formally presented birth certificates and gifts to the newborn and the parents on behalf of the FCT administration. The gesture underscores the commitment of the government to inclusive governance, child welfare, and support for persons with disabilities, while reinforcing the message that every child, regardless of background or circumstance, matters. For the family and the Karamajigi community, the New Year baby, named after Nigeria's First Lady, stands as a symbol of hope, dignity, and a brighter future. Hawagimba, NTA News.
You're watching the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Time now for a break. More reports when we return. To stay with us.
Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections. Classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million Naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
Feel the power of precision. Engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Thank you for staying tuned. The Because of Our Tomorrow Boot Party has commended members of the party, including volunteers, staff and candidates who have worked tirelessly over the past year to advance the party's shared vision. In a message, the national chairman of the Boot Party, Sunday Adenuga, also made special mention of the media organizations that gave the Boot Party important visibility and a platform to explain its policies and reach voters throughout the year. Adenuga thanked the Nigerian Television Authority, TVC International, Vanguard, The Punch, among others, for the coverage and professional engagement they provided during 2025. He also thanked other media professionals for holding conversations in the public interest, saying their work helps deepen civic discussion. The Boot Party chairman assures that in 2026, there will be renewed commitment to constructive engagements with the media, civil society, and Nigerians in general. He calls for 2026 to be a year of steady progress, respectful debate, and meaningful delivery on promises as well as peace and prosperity to every home. Nigeria to play Mozambique as a Federation of African Football released the full fixtures for the AFCON 2025 round of 16 following the conclusion of the group stage. And Toby Amuson enters 2026 among top 3 in World Athletics rankings. Let's join our sports desk for details.
The Africa Cup of Nations 2025 round of 16 kicks off this weekend across multiple Moroccan cities, according to the fixtures published on CAF's website Wednesday. The knockout phase will run from Saturday 3rd to Tuesday